just totally over the moon that college football is officially back. The Coronabros took one on the chin. Big, fat losers when toe met leather and the ball went sailing through the air for Central Arkansas and Austin Peay. I loved seeing all the Coronabros in the sports media tweeting about watching college football after they've been trying to get it canceled for months. They were crying in their basements. I told Darren Ravel, king of the Coronabros, when he tweeted out that he was watching college football. Wait a minute, buddy. Are you watching college football 6 feet distanced from your television screen with a mask on in your basement? Because otherwise you're not being safe enough, you pathetic loser Coronabros. Big fat L's for all of them. They tried to get college football canceled, and except for the idiots in the Big Ten and the Pac-12 and the Mountain West and the MAC, they failed. In fact, I want to share with you some of the greatest hits of the Coronabros in college football media. We begin with Pat Forty, prominent industry source. I think by the end of the week, fall sports will be postponed in all conferences. That was Pat Forty on August 8th. Pete Thamel from Sports Illustrated, by the way. Pete Thamel writes at Yahoo Sports, pessimism in college football has spiraled to fatalism. Time to face reality. Quote, no one is playing college football in the fall. By the way, no actual definition of who was quoted. Anonymous sources, which I'm going to get to in a minute. How about Dan Wolken? Everything that loser has tweeted for months, all crying Coronabro losers. His entire Twitter feed was a dumpster fire. Breaking news story from Sports Illustrated. Nationwide conference meetings this week are expected to result in the postponement of the 2020 college football season and all fall sports. Quote, we've got work to do. That's no fun. That was on August 9th. All different sorts. Bomani Jones, as I call him, PC Bromani, said, I can't see there being any football this fall on his podcast. There is a lot. Our good buddy Mike Florio, who has filled his website with racist and sexist and homophobic commentary, including insults against people that he works with in years past, he said, the people who will complain the loudest about no college football season are also the people most responsible for that outcome. Wear it, you loser, Florio. College football season is here, despite what losers like you tried to make happen. There are so many different losers in the Coronabro who all took it right on the chin when Central Arkansas kicked off against Austin Peay. I absolutely loved it because I have worked as hard as anybody in media to try and make sure that you and me and the players and the coaches and the fans and the moms and the dads and the grandmas and the grandpas and everybody out there is able to watch college football. And I believe we have won the battle. And at some point in time, in years to come, I'm going to tell you about all the battle that I did for you guys to try to make sure college football happens. But I want all of those Coronabro losers to have to wear their failure on their chest. They should have to wear Coronabro t-shirts to every game that they go cover. Every coach, every player should know that they fought as hard as they could to spread the news that the season should be canceled. And let me just tell you this right now. I have never been, and I never will be, an anonymous source in a story. If I believe it, I come out and I tell you. The Big Ten, all those anonymous sources were coming out of the Big Ten and the Pac-12 to try to force everybody else to cancel their season, to make it seem like there was no option to fight on. I got to give Trevor Lawrence credit. I got to give Justin Fields credit. I got to give a lot of coaches, administrators who saw what was happening and finally raised up their voice and said no. With the exception of the Big Ten and the Pac-12, everybody with any intestinal fortitude at all is playing. Officially, FBS football kicks off on Thursday. Next week, major conference college football is underway. God bless America, and God bless college football. I loved it. The Coronabros took it on the chin.